President Biden demanding first responders who fail to comply with vaccine mandates lose their jobs and mocking people using freedom as a defense for not choosing to get the vaccine. This is New York City announces a vaccine mandate for first responders and city workers. And here now to react is New York Congresswoman Elise Stefanik. Good morning to you, Congresswoman.
Great to be with you, Ainsley.
So good to see you. So what's your reaction when you hear him say that?
My reaction is this is absolutely absurd, and sadly it's very typical of Joe Biden and the Biden administration to attack Americans' everyday freedoms. First of all, they're turning their backs on law enforcement officers and first responders who put their lives and their health on the line every single day, particularly during the COVID pandemic. We've also seen in New York State the consequence of these unconstitutional mandates, with Governor Hochul's mandate requiring healthcare officials having that mandate regarding vaccines. We've seen walkouts, and this is while our healthcare, our hospitals, our community health centers have already faced staffing shortages. And even in my district, we have a rural hospital that is no longer able to deliver babies because of these mandates. So wow. It's unconstitutional. It is an attack on everyday freedoms, and it's something that House Republicans are fighting back against. And I give credit to Republican governors across the country who are also challenging these unconstitutional announcements from the administration.
Yeah, and there's certain circumstances. I mean, you mentioned hospitals that can't deliver babies because they don't have the workers. The ESPN sideline reporter who wanted to get pregnant, and her doctor said not to get the shot so that she could have a better chance of getting pregnant because she was worried about that. And, you know, for me at least, time is of the essence when I wanted to have a baby, and I wanted a baby so badly. So that in certain circumstances, don't you think there should be an exemption?
Absolutely, there should be religious exemptions, and we want to encourage every American to have those important conversations with your doctor. We are promoting vaccines. We have invested in vaccines, but every person's situation is different. In many cases, people contracted COVID and have that natural immunity. So there needs to be flexibility. These mandates are unconstitutional, and it's an attack on our very freedoms in this country. And to have the President of the United States mock freedom, frankly, that's un-American.
What about New York City? Things are about to change here after Bill de Blasio said there's a mandate.
Well, it's just another example of New York City spiraling out of control with the failed leadership from Mayor de Blasio, particularly after 2 years when we've seen skyrocketing crime numbers in New York City. The fact that he is instituting this mandate for law enforcement officers, for first responders, for city workers, it's going to have a hugely negative impact, both on the way of life in New York City, but also on the safety and security in New York City. So New Yorkers have to stand up and demand better leadership from their mayors, from their governors, and from the President of the United States.
They were our heroes 18 months ago, and now they're possibly losing their jobs because they're not going to get vaccinated. I do want to mention that you had a baby Sam, and this is your first television interview since having him. There he is, beautiful pictures. How's it going?
It is going wonderful. Sam is just a joy. As I have said to you before, Ainsley, it's like life before Sam and after Sam, and life is so much better after Sam. He is smiling. He is 8 weeks today. Today is his 8-week birthday. So happy birthday, baby Sam, from Mommy.
Sweet. Is he sleeping through the night yet? Probably not, right?
Not quite yet, but he had a great night last night. He slept from 8 to 2 a.m., but I'm so excited to see him all the time. I sprang out of bed at 2 a.m.
Well, I did have a doctor tell me if they sleep 6 hours, that is the same thing as sleep. They call that sleeping through the night. So you got your first night last night.
Absolutely.
It's so fun, isn't it? What's the best part?
The best part is just the amount of love. Your heart grows by, you know, infinite sizes, and every day I love him more and more. And it also is amazing to see how quickly they learn and absorb things. He can recognize my voice now. They had turned on the TV when I had a press conference with my House Republican colleagues, and he turned his head and recognized my voice. So it's just so special, and I'm so proud to be his mom.
Well, you were teaching him about the country, the importance of hard work, because you're a Congresswoman. I don't know how you're balancing all of this, but God bless you, and I know Sam's going to have a wonderful life. He's going to learn so much from you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Congresswoman. Well, the